Ho-ho! Good morning,
Good we're on, Brother Keith.
Yes. Boy, whew. How do you get up so early in the morning, my dear brother?
Wow. It is a task, I will tell you.
The fog is lifting a little bit. It was like a jolly old London town when I got up this morning in the WC.
It's a little foggy out there now, but did that bring back memories of hanging out in London?
No, actually, it's a big kind of not an urban legend so much as back the London fog that I thought I was going to see when I first went over there was due to all the coal burning.
So it was.
It was actually soot. No, that's an actual truity.
Nope.
Back in the 1800s or whatever, they burned coal. They didn't have wood. They used all the wood to make ships with hundreds of years earlier. So they burned coal, and the biggest city in Europe probably that time, mixed with the atmosphere, and that made London fog. And then turned into clothing wear, very chic clothing wear. Morning, folks. Hey, Tara. Tara, I think Tara has a boyfriend. Is this and it's great if she does, but why is he not watching the show, Tara?
Yeah. Good. Valid point.
Yes. Let's invite everybody.
Morning, Sophia. Morning, Greg.
Sophia. Hugs, Sophia. Miss you guys terribly. Uncle Brad, you're awake. Last time I talked to your wife, you were out on the couch. That's a long week. Anyway, hey, Joel, I got my cup of coffee. Do you?
I certainly do. It is right here. Piping
yes, I actually did a little research this morning. I got up way early at 8:35 this morning, so I'm showered, shaved, and not shaved. Well, I did shave earlier this year, so.
Wow.
Hold on a minute. Forgot these were here. Now let's do the intro, and we'll get the show started, okay?
And you're going to go run and find your phone? Is that what's going on?
Yes. Right.
All right, here we go.
We'll be right back.
Yep. Grab your coffee, folks. Off we go.
From the Somerset Studios in Westchester, Pennsylvania, it's Smack and Jack Live with your co-hosts Keith and Joel Lenderman.
Jack up your income, smack it in the face. Jack it up, smack it.
You're really on time. Come on, Uncle Brad. Lendermans are always on time. Is that? Oh, no, it was the other way around.
Expected.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, Jim, good to see you. Hey, Patty. Welcome to the show, everybody. I do have my phone. Let me see if I can get my the show. We are live. Wow. I haven't been able to do that. Hold on.
You haven't been able to find our show on Facebook.
No, and there it is. Pop right up.
Right? Keith, why don't we go over, first off, why are we starting almost 15 minutes early? And in some cases, we're actually starting 20 minutes early. But anyway, why are we starting at 9 o'clock instead of 9:15?
Okay. Well, I think because we just kind of ramble on, as well as Lenderman's being right on time. We tend to talk a little bit. So, and then I've been busy at the shop here. So, and we usually run a little bit long. It's supposed to be a half-hour show, and it ends up being a little bit long. So we figure we'll try 9 o'clock if everybody's up anyway. I know Sophia's got little Johnny. He gets up at the crack of dawn Sunday. He's like, "Hey, where's that show? Where's that show?" Every
Saturday.
And I'm not sure if Johnny can actually talk right yet, but he can say that. Where's the show? Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Start a little bit early for a little bit and see if we can't get things started. We don't feel so because we actually skipped a couple of things last week, Joel, because we just got to talking, So
we did not get to the trivia last week, so I think we'll get to the trivia today. All right, Keith.
And we don't want to trivialize trivia. Hey, Joel, I think for Christmas I might get one of those things. Wasn't I talking about that a couple of years ago?
What's that, an iPad?
Soundboard.
Oh, a soundboard, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Keith, you don't actually have to go out and buy an entirely different device. You can go to the App Store and do a little research there, find a soundboard app, and download that.
You lost me at you don't have to. And I thought, great. That is great. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate that.
Check that one off the list.
Yes. Yeah, maybe I'll do that if I have some time off during the Christmas holiday and get my other tablet fired up and see if we can't get something like that.
I'm sure that your tablet's a little dusty by now, right? It's been a while.
West Coast Studios. You know West Coast Studios, Joel? Must be one of your friends. Cindy and Joe. Hey, Joe.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's say hello to a few people. Wezzo. I'm thinking that might be Wezzo that I know. Cindy from Texas.
That's my boy.
How you doing? Morning, Joe. And
see that? I was right. I know those Cologne kids, I got to tell you, now I don't want to upset Pop. I can't remember what you call Pop in Greek, but they make the most beautiful kids. And eventually that gene is going to run out and they're going to start looking like Pop. Sorry, I just had to say it. But until then, they are the cutest kids.
Well, I was going to say,
first, second, third generation. They're
no longer is the first word out of kids' mouths going to be Mama and Papa.
No.
Smacky Jack. Smacky Jack.
There you go.
Saturday morning.
All right, Keith. Let's talk
what's going on
about. Let's get on to our show because we're almost up to 9:15 and we haven't even started.
Yeah. Maybe this is the pre-show. We're just doing a pre-show now, and then our show will start. I'm okay with that. Yeah, what's going on? Oh, I was supposed to get my phone so I could see the agenda for today, and I haven't. So why don't you?
I thought you had gotten your phone. All right, Keith,
I have it now.
We had talked about the kind of the Lowe's debacle that Stephanie and I were having up at the Mountain House, having things delivered. Well, would you know that those items have still not yet been delivered?
Are you kidding me?
After about 50 phone calls, I can't tell you how many phone calls, literally 50, and I have that on my phone to prove it. But anyway, I did get to the head customer service last week, and I said, we just want to cancel. We want to, Stephanie said, we're just going to cancel. So she took my information. They gave us a claim number and all that. And within 24 hours, we needed to hear back from Lowe's, or else it would be escalated even higher in the company. So literally 23 and a half hours later, the next day, we got a call from Lowe's of Scranton. Very nice lady. I guess she was one of the upper management in that store. And we actually settled on a delivery date of next Saturday. She said, I will have one of my teams right here at the store. They will bring it out to you. And then we'll discuss a discount on the entire order, which includes the refrigerator that was already delivered.
Okay.
I said, this is great. And I told her, I said, she explained to me that they had just hired or just started working with a new delivery company. She said they've had some issues, missed deliveries, misdelivered items. And I said, I am glad I'm having this conversation with you because we have not been impressed with Lowe's of Scranton up to this point with the number of phone calls that we've been disconnected. We've been on hold, listening to the crappy music that they have on there, while we're waiting.
No Smack and Jack.
No,
music
nothing of the like. So she was very nice, very apologetic, and I said to Steph, I said if we'd had this conversation 2 days ago, this would have been water over the dam. We've been having this, these cancellation issues and all that type of stuff. So I guess I could have been handled a little bit better, and I'm going to tell her that. But anyway, so that got straightened out. For those who didn't know that story, we were supposed to have a delivery from Lowe's on, 2 weeks ago. Mysteriously, it got postponed to a Thursday. Stephanie took a day off from school, went up on Thursday. Didn't get delivered. We're calling, trying. It even said it was in the truck out for delivery last Saturday. Never showed up. So long story short, it'll come next Saturday. It better come next Saturday.
Well, Joel, let me just remind you to remind yourself to remind them about the discount. The memo of them not being on time or messing this up might never get to the top. The discount will get to the top. As they say, money talks. So make sure you do get a discount. And then that'll,
what that discount's going to look like. And I told her, I said, the real issue is, and she put this in her notes. I told her, I said that the stove, the range is now going to need to be lifted up and over our counter to get it where it needs to be, because there's not enough space in the walkway there to get that stove through. So she said, okay, I'll put that in my notes to make sure I have some big men there. I said, yes, please make sure they're big and strong because it's got to go up and over the counter to get into its pocket there. So,
oh, goodness.
Yeah. So,
hey, look who's on, Elizabeth. I knew Elizabeth when she was, I don't want to say her name when she was little, but we're going to, how you doing, Liz? Very, very good to see you. All the boys.
Yeah, Terry.
Terry. And Terry's on.
Yeah.
And Mandy.
Terry, you're down Longwood Gardens earlier this week, weren't you? Nice down there.
How is Longwood Gardens this year?
Yeah, let us know what your trip is like there. I'm assuming there's distancing. There's probably, stagger ticketing and all that. But it looked great. So let us know how that was. All right, Keith, let's move on. I had a special post that I shared yesterday. So let's go through some pictures and screen sharing here. And we'll talk about some of these pictures that we have. So yesterday, our daughter Caroline turned 14. And can you believe that, Keith? 14 years ago?
I know.
We are now proud parents of a 14 and a 16-year-old. Yeah.
Wow.
So I remember when she was born, it was, Dad had to come down and stay the night because I had to take, what was the situation there? Yeah, I went out to the hospital. Well, of course, I was out at the hospital when Caroline was born. So Dad had to come down and stay with Sophia. And we were afraid that Sophia, as she was always doing, would get out of her bed at night and come into our bed. I mean, that's what she had done almost nightly. But that was the one night Sophia slept all the way through the night and didn't move while I was at the hospital with Stephanie and, of course, Caroline being born. So anyway, so 14 years old yesterday. So
unbelievable.
Woo-hoo, happy birthday.
Beautiful young lady.
Yeah, we don't do the birthday minute anymore, but yeah.
And
unbelievable.
What I was, Linda texted me the other day and she said, make sure you don't forget Caroline's birthday. And I thought she said the 12th. And I was conversing with Linda last night and she said, you got to see the picture Joel posted of Caroline and she looks like mom and it's just incredible. And I'm like, doggone it. So I was out having a pizza and I'm thinking, I'll give her a call when I get home. Well, it's about 10 o'clock when I'm eating pizzas. Like, well, Caroline, she'll probably be in bed. So I texted her. I said, happy birthday. And she got right back to me. So that was,
that was nice of you, man.
Yes. Yeah. So.
All right. So let's move on. Another post that I had this week, my 25th year of teaching.
All right.
Talk about years going by. So
25 years. My baby brother has been teaching for 25 years. That is.
So it's nice. Great place where I work. I'm very fortunate. Very blessed to have the colleagues that I have to work with there at Garnet Valley. So very, very pleased about that.
And you were lucky, Joel. I can't remember the one, Horner. Wasn't Horner one of your classmates?
Horner. Paul.
Yeah. Well, I just remember when you got a job, you seem to have gotten in teaching very quickly. And a couple of your contemporaries took them a while to find jobs. Maybe some of them never even got teaching jobs. So you were very lucky.
That is, I hear that a lot and I see that a lot where just, the timing is just not right. And, you get to a point where you have to do something.
Right.
So then you go in a different direction and never get back.
And you never get right.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Yeah. I was very fortunate to have this. So Keith, do you want to prep us for your early Christmas present?
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, I guess we'll probably do a show next week. I hope we do a show because this isn't really our Christmas show. But I've the first time in 57 years that I've got my Christmas shopping all out of the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had one person to shop for this year. I'm sad say that I just have one person I shot for this year.
And go ahead.
Give me a minute. Anyway, and I did it, and I gotta tell you, and I kind of had this. It's hard to shop for somebody that you care about so much. And not let them know what you're going to get them, because this was a big investment for me, and I just didn't want, I wanted to make sure everything was okay. So I kind of had to spill the beans, but let's show the folks what I got.
Show? Okay,
yeah,
and then you can kind of carry on with your emotional tie.
Right, yeah, well, I'm going to have to. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, look at that, Joel. Looks like Keith got himself a motorcycle for Christmas.
You are so very considerate.
Is that great or what?
That is awesome.
Keith's been a pretty good, there's that commercial of people buying themselves a car for Christmas and all that. And if I had any kind of computer savvy at all, I put a little commercial together with me. I didn't deserve it or whatever.
You check your list.
Yes,
right?
whenever F. John wants a ride, I'll take him, Sophie. So I got that about a month ago now, and I rode it down to your house. That was about it, and it's been in the garage ever since. But I've been looking at that ugly color I happened to see back in March, and I'm into funny looking women and ugly motorcycles, so I had to get one of my. Oops. I hope nobody's watching. Anyway, that's my Christmas present to myself. So
nice, bravo, brother. Bravo.
Sophia, when everybody at the Christmas party this year gets, I'm going back to PBR for my Pollyanna, and you'll know why. So there we go, Joel. That's my free Christmas to myself.
So you came over that. What, a couple Saturdays ago?
Yeah, Saturday or Friday or something like that. Yeah.
I heard something coming down the street, and then I heard this something coming up my driveway. I was like, "What the heck?" And then it turns out it's Brother Keith on this pretty spiffy Harley Davidson, and beautiful bike, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, I love it. It's got all the mod cons. It's kind of like driving a Cadillac, but we talked before this COVID thing. We talked about. Maybe going somewhere overnight, and my other motorcycle is still kind of not together, and even if it was together, I don't have anywhere to put anything at all. So this, I can two sides, I could probably put two sets of long johns in it and go somewhere for 2 days.
There you go. Yeah. Now I have to step up and buy a few bags for my own.
Yeah.
Windshield.
Well, no, I think you got the okay from your wife last week when she came out. She was kind of excited to see it, and you said something about you have to upgrade, and she said, "Sure, go ahead. I'll get some kind of papers drawn up." I don't know what she was talking about there.
Yeah, I got real lost in that papers.
Yeah. Anyway. What else is going on?
Nice. Okay, Keith. So let's do. I have one more surprise post here, Keith, that I forgot to tell you about, and I need for you to elaborate on this one a little bit as well. Can you tell us what's going on in here?
I just saw. This isn't very good for our young children, and sorry, Tara. I hope this doesn't upset you here. What's it say? All the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names, so he killed them. He killed them all. So that's all the other reindeer. I thought that was quite cute. And I don't know if that's really, you can see a person standing and wait. So I don't know if that's probably what the guy's doing. He's setting up the whole reindeer thing, and he's got Rudolph there first, and the rest of the things are laying on the ground. But
getting the display ready to go up. Or other than that, they could have all come crashing down except for
yes, that's possible too. Yeah, it looks like it's in the lobby of a mall or something like that. Or the airport.
Remember when they used to have malls? Remember malls?
Yes.
Yeah. What
Actually, I went over to again the other night with my friend Myron to Miller's over there at the mall, and you go through the over by Margaret Quo's. I guess I don't know if that's where she's always been or what.
Yeah, she's been in that area.
Yeah. So you drive through it, that little valley, and I'm trying to think of what stores I was driving through as I'm getting. Over to the other side of it's quite bizarre.
Kind of an interesting area now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's neat. They
did a nice job.
the mall has been going by the wayside because the rent's so exorbitant, but I can't imagine the rent in those places any cheaper than
No.
a covered mall.
Yeah, it's really a shame. Obviously, the online shopping is taking a toll on it. The rent's very high. I think that particular mall is maybe just not managed very well.
It was there for 40
years. Half the stores were boarded up. They're the mall was halfway filled. For those last few years. So,
it ran its course. It was one of the first malls, around early 70s. Remember, you were probably in the
1976.
They say we go there, walk around,
right,
on a Friday night.
Yep.
And I'd watch everybody else getting ice cream and orange Julius's, and Dad said, "See that? You save your pennies, and one day you'll get an orange Julius." And doggone it, in 1981, when I graduated, I went over and got myself an orange Julius.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I remember Friday nights, man, when Mom said we're going to the mall tonight, that was like a big deal. And all we did was go and walk around.
Oh, yeah. No, we weren't consumers at all. No, we were there to polish
make a purchase at the mall.
Yeah, we were there to polish the tile.
That's right. All right, Keith. Anyway. Why don't we get into some Christmas gift ideas? Now, I thought that we would go through some Christmas gift ideas in this show and not wait until next week's show, since we still have a little bit more time this week. Okay? So let's get through some of the Christmas gift ideas. Again, these are not our ideas. We'll have more of our own ideas next week, Keith, but these are from Good Housekeeping. And then I have a surprise Christmas gift to show you. So let's get back over to our screen share here and see what Good Housekeeping has for us. So here you see the 3-in-1 charging stand. This is what everybody needs, right, Keith?
Yes.
You charge your phone, you charge your watch now. You can charge your, what are those things called?
Earbuds, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, your earbuds, yeah. All right, moon lamp. You need a moon lamp, right, Keith?
I just saw these not too long ago. Yes, I do not need one of those. Yes.
A 3D printed to look like the surface of the moon. How about that? Yeah.
Okay.
You remember these, Keith?
Yes. Now they are neat. What did we have? Alice in Wonderland? You might even have them. Remember
Yeah, I think they went with the auction, Dad's house.
Okay. Yeah. I remember they were so cool because they were 3D, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I always thought they were cool. But anyway, now you can get these, and I believe you can put your own pictures in here.
Oh,
so
nice.
Create your own pictures, and then for kids, it's kind of neat to go through. I kind of like that one. Back and neck massager.
Oh.
Now, Keith, how many massagers do you think they sell on a typical holiday season?
I don't know, but I used to call them a girlfriend or wife or a woman, but I think you can just buy the thing now without all the extra,
and then put it in the cabinet when you're done, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I've seen these advertised, and I can't imagine they're.
Well, the reason why I asked that is I can guarantee they sell millions of these every year.
Okay.
And then how many people actually use these on a regular basis?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. They get put in the cabinet, and then they go out to the yard sale.
Right. Kind of like the obligatory fruit cake at Christmas. They sell millions of fruit cakes, and probably none of them are ever consumed.
I know. What's with that dried fruit stuff, man?
Yeah. Where's it come? What's up with the dried fruit? Where does it come from?
Okay. Snowball Showdown card game. All right. So this is, I don't know, just a card game that looks kind of weird to me. So let's move on. Now, my beautiful daughter, Caroline, would be interested in this portable reusable drinking straw. So,
okay.
Yeah, I have to say, we already have a pack of reusable drinking straws. So
how do you clean them?
Well, see this little rod right here? That's a cleaning rod.
And you've got how much extra time on your hands?
Well, that's why they don't get cleaned around here.
Now, did you say this? Sophia would be into these?
Caroline.
Carol, I was just going to say, Caroline, she already does a bit of baking. I think Caroline's going to have to start cutting the grass. She's got this kind of time. All
right, next one.
Moving on.
One-step hairdryer and volumizer. I think you need this, Keith.
Volumizer.
Yeah. I think you need this.
Yeah, I definitely do need it. Yes.
Important dates burlap print. Yeah, you can put important dates on there, like when people were born and Christmas Day and all that. You put that right on here, and then for 25 hours, you get it sent back to you, I guess.
Yeah, I'd like to get that as a gift.
To follow up that one, we have the Any Song Lyrics Personalized Print. So you can put your personalized, your name goes in these lyrics and all that. And another good one for $42. What do you think about that one, Keith?
$42.
Yeah. Now, here's one that might be a little bit more useful. Urban Map Glass. So these guys, you can get, I guess, with your local area on the glass.
Okay.
That's, in case, I don't know, maybe if you have to stumble home and you brought your own glass, you check the map on your glass.
Yeah.
Custom birthday book, talking about customizing, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Sleep aid device. Give them the gift of a good night's sleep with this touch-sensitive device that teaches them how to fall asleep naturally in half the amount of time.
Right. Now, Joel, if we could just, my sleep aid, can we go back a couple of pictures here, please? Back to our map. Yes, that is my sleep aid. Scans the map. Looks like a nice... It's like a nice Kentucky bourbon single barrel. One of them will put you right to sleep.
I will say that this will probably be a better sleep aid. So, yes. So Brad's saying that he needs the sleep aid device. So, Brad, this will teach you how to fall asleep naturally in half the amount of time. So there you go. Dodell, Doddow, Dodell. Sleep aid device. All right, something to think about. Create your own comic book, Keith. You can create your own comic books here. Do a little coloring, something for the kids. Morse code necklace. Morse code necklace with the little dots, and you put your own little code in there, and it's something only you and your special one know about. 100 movie scratch off. This one here, Keith, I find a little bit interesting. So you scratch off one of these blocks.
Okay.
And then you watch that movie. Even if you're convinced that that they've seen every movie ever released, this scratch and reveal poster will prove otherwise.
Isn't that called Netflix?
Yeah.
You kind of go on.
But this one you get for $30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Netflix normally I'll put in I'll type in the movie I want to watch and it's not available. I could go to Amazon and buy it for $5. So it's kind of the same thing.
Right, but then you have to do a little more thinking for yourself. With this here, you just have to scratch it off, and you don't even need to think about what movie you're going to watch.
Right. You just have to figure out where you're going to find it. Okay.
That's right. Paint by sticker for the kids. No,
okay.
I wanted to read this to you. For a less messy activity, trade paint for glitter stickers and encourage your kids to add color to the 10 photos in this book. So, Keith, I know you're a big fan of glitter in the shop.
Yeah.
What happens when you get glitter in your shop?
Well, it never leaves. And not just the shop, but if I had, I'm a kind of a clean freak, as you can tell when you come into my shop here, that everything's very, very tidy. And when I had a house, everything was tidy. And glitter is all over the place. It doesn't need glue to stick. It doesn't even need water to rinse off because water, not a good gift.
Okay. And plus, you could frame up a beautiful piece of artwork and it could be all nice and glittery on the inside.
Yes, right.
That's how that works, right?
Free glitter, yes, yep.
Right. Scented state candle. Now, here's one that's kind of interesting. If you want to make sure that if somebody moved away, you send them a candle of your state and it will smell with a little bit of, something from that state. For example, home state of Texas has notes of leather, pine, and citrus in it.
Okay, nice.
Maybe smells like a barn. I'm not really sure. Now, Keith,
I'm wondering what New Jersey state smell is. I've got an idea, but it's a family show, so we'll just let that one slide.
Keith, I think this is just for you, and while you're riding your motorcycle here.
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely.
The cloth body bag with tassel red.
I need one of them, Joel. Yes. Very nice.
What else we have? A couple more here. The Hopsulator insulated can cooler. Everybody needs another can cooler, right?
Yeah.
Goal Getter notebook, which to me sounds like a notebook that you could probably get for 59 cents somewhere else. Sheet mask subscription box. Not really sure what this is, but you can look it up. And for $220, Keith, our final one, you may be miles apart, but the second you touch your own lamp, your friend's lamp will light up the same color no matter where she may be. It's an easy way to let loved ones know that you're thinking about each other without needing to say much. So, Keith, if you get a lamp and I get a lamp, if I touch the lamp and it turns like green, your lamp will turn green too.
Wow. That's weird. Weird, I guess. Weird.
Oh, I think it's very special.
I'm sure California smells good too.
So those are our gifts from Good Housekeeping ideas. I think Keith and I, next week, Keith, you and I are going to have a list of 10 practical gifts that will far surpass anything that Good Housekeeping can come up with.
Now is that 10 each, or are we going to do 5 each? Because I've already got at least 5 or 6 good gift ideas.
Let's do our top.
It's nothing 10. To do with anything, personal or anything, but very good. Everybody should get for Christmas.
Excellent. We're going to do our top 10 Smack and Jack Christmas ideas next week. So
I can't wait.
We're going to outdo Good Housekeeping.
All right. Yes, we are.
All right.
Moving on, Joel.
Some of our comments are here. Brad said he needs the sleep aid. Izzy's a big fan of glitter too.
Yes, I remember that.
Lizzie, sorry.
Little Liz was, yes.
DC stinks. California smells good. Yeah. I haven't heard too much about California in the last couple of weeks, or I guess last couple of months regarding those wildfires.
Yeah, I wonder what Colorado smells like. Is it Colorado or is it Washington? Hey, man, it smells good out here. Oh, man, it really smells
probably
nice.
Washington.
Washington, right? I guess Washington.
Yeah, how do you like that? You get 2 candles for $220. That's a good deal, right, Sophia?
Just so you can. Yeah, weird. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Keith, I almost forgot the best gift idea. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Sorry. I saw this on TV the other night. I said, no way. No way. Who is Richard Simmons? Does anybody know who Richard Simmons is anymore?
Yes, well, I do. Well, I got to tell you, I'm not sure if he's even still alive, but back when he was very popular on TV, maybe it's because my hair was similar to his, but I was, and it was never like a friendly, hey, look who this guy looks like. It was always like, hey, look, it's Richard Simmons, and
right.
Yeah, it doesn't bring back good memories.
Oh, that's great. All right, so not only do we have Richard Simmons, Keith, let's go to this one here, and we have Bob Ross. Remember Bob Ross?
Oh yeah, yes, I do.
The guy that did all that painting on PBS. I don't know, Sunday evenings.
Right.
And so another guy, I'm like, come on. Actually, this is
Clapper. I wonder what the heck that is.
Clapper. Right. So this guy probably, I forgot what this is, but it's a nightlight, obviously.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they have a chia pet for him too, but it's the same company, so it's kind of weird.
Yes.
The same company does those 2 products. So
thanks, Brad. Thank you very much.
All right, friends, if you're getting any value at all out of our show, go ahead and smack the like button. Love the love button. Thank you for all your comments here. Give us a share if you wouldn't mind. Say, get off the air. We cannot believe that you started 15 minutes earlier to force
for this
rubbish down our throats.
Anywho, thanks for watching, everybody. What's going on now, Joe?
Are we ready for trivia? This is what we missed last week. So we have trivia, and then I have a couple jokes.
Okay.
You have any this day in history, Keith?
I actually do. I told you I got up 10 minutes before the show, so I did some work before the show.
All right. And then we'll do that. We'll get back to our trivia answers, and we're going to be right on time finishing up today.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it.
Our plan has worked. All right. Our first trivia question, folks. If you have a response for these, you may put number 1, number 2, and number 3. And these are going to go across the bottom of your screen.
Okay.
Right there. Number 1. What 3 Canadian provinces border Montana? Okay. What 3 Canadian provinces border Montana? All right. Number 2. When was the Battle of Hastings? When was the Battle of Hastings?
Okay.
All right. And number 3. Why was Muhammad Ali stripped of his title and barred from boxing in 1967? Why was Muhammad Ali stripped of his title and barred from boxing in 1967? So those are our 3 trivia questions for today.
Okay.
1,
wow. Goodness, Joel, these are tough.
number 2, and number 3. Okay. So we'll give our audience, Keith, a little bit of time to come up with those answers. Shall we do jokes, or do you want to do this day in history?
Yeah, let's do this day in here. I'm just looking at some of the answers already. Wow, no kidding. I tell you what, our audience is very, very intelligent.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not even sarcasm or anything like that. We got a great audience.
Excellent.
Yeah, let's do.
Let's stay in history. Go ahead, Keith.
This day in history. I was waiting for my friend Myron to come on, but he might be a little busy right now.
And now, Micah Jack, this is
Are you playing music there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, do that.
And now, Micah Jack, this day in history.
Can't have competing music going on.
All right, sorry, dude. Let's start that all over again. Uh-oh. Oh, my Lord.
Now I hear it.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. This day in 1970 brought the Motown. Now, I just, can you believe I lost it? Get rid of this thing. You leave one of these websites for a second and you come back and you have all these pop-up things going on. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, modern technology. This day, and I lost it. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
It's all right, Keith. I'm going to move you over here anyway.
Yeah, you probably put me on the back burner for a minute. Where, now I lost everything.
Oops.
All right, just hold on a second. Hold on a second. I have no idea where it went. Well, that was 1970. I'm telling you, it's gone. 1970, Smokey. Yeah, Tears of a Clown gives Smokey Robinson and the Miracles their first #1 pop hit. It's Barry Gordy deserves credit for establishing the Detroit-based hit-making machine, the Motown. The Smokey Tears of a Clown hit #1. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I kind of have an idea what. And that was covered by a couple of bands, a ska band in the 80s. Great versions. Anyway, Smokey Robinson, this day in 1930. Also, 1913. Would you believe 1913? The stolen Mona Lisa was recovered in Florence. Inside an Italian waiter Vincenzo Pergliu's hotel room. It was part of the heist. He used to work at the Louvre, and how do you steal something? Even back in 1930, how do you go in and just say, "Hey, look over there! It's a Goodyear blimp," and the next thing you know, you're out with the Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
1901, first radio transmission sent across the Atlantic Ocean. Another Italian physicist and radio pioneer, Guglielmo or something like that, succeeded in first radio transmission across the Atlantic Ocean, disproving detractors who told him that the curvature of the Earth would limit transmission to 200 miles or less. And then something they thought, 1901. I had something else here I want to do. I think that. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. One more. 18. No, one more time. 1787. Pennsylvania is the second state to ratify the Constitution by a vote of 46-23. Pennsylvania is the first large state to ratify, as well as the first state to endure a serious anti-federalism challenge to ratify. Oh, so what's his name? That orange-haired guy must have been around. He's older than I thought he was. Okay, good. No, Carrot Top is been around a lot.
Talking about Chia Pet.
Yeah, talk about Chia Pets. Yeah. Anyway,
right.
That's it, Joel. A couple of things.
Let's do a few jokes. We'll get back to our trivia, and we're going to get out of here. All right. So my jokes today are actually coming from online, and I'm reading them straight from my phone. All right, Keith, you ready for this one?
Yes, sir.
What do elves do in school?
What?
Presentations. All right, number 2. What do you call a snowman with a six-pack?
What?
An abdominal snowman.
Abdominal.
Last one. What do you call Santa Claus with unfolded clothes?
What?
Chris Wrinkle.
Oh, that's good. Very good.
Don't blame me. Blame Google.
Very
Okay.
good.
All right, so let's get back to our trivia answers here, Keith, because I do see a lot of information.
Yes, we do.
I'm going to post that information from Patty here in just a second. So, number 1, what 3 Canadian provinces border Montana? And if you haven't guessed by now, folks, these actually came from Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, wow. Remember that game.
Yeah. All right, so you ready for the answer here?
Yes.
British Columbia, Alberta, and Saskatchewan.
Okay.
So those are the 3 that border Montana. Next one.
Had I known any of the provinces, I probably would have. I didn't know. I've heard of Saskatchewan. I just didn't know that it was a province.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know most of those names are familiar to me because of hockey.
Yeah.
The hockey games.
Hey.
These players are here, there,
Yeah. Hey.
When was the Battle of Hastings? And I think, Keith, we have definitely at least one correct answer there.
That says 1066.
The answer is 1066.
Whoa!
Yeah. Well done.
Smart.
Well done.
Audience. Pretty bright.
All right. And last one. Why was Muhammad Ali stripped of his title and barred from boxing in 1967?
Draft resistance. Now, what does Patty say here? Let's put that up. I think.
Well, let me give you the answer, and then we'll go over that.
Okay. All right. Yes.
The answer is he refused military induction. He refused military induction. So I'm assuming he refused or fought the draft. Is that true?
So that is draft. Right. Draft.
Yeah.
Dodging or whatever.
So let's go back to Patty had here. In case you forgot, Ali's appeal of his draft board's denial of conscientious objector status went all the way to Supreme Court, and he won.
Oh.
So that's interesting. I'm sure there's quite a bit of research to do on that one case. But thanks for that.
And I also heard. I think Muhammad is probably a contemporary of this person I'm going to bring up, who I was just talking about. What also works is a heel spur, and having a very rich father. So,
Indeed, yeah.
All right, go ahead, Joel.
I think, Keith, that is it for today.
Wow, are you kidding me?
So we got through a whole show. It is exactly 9:45. Keith,
wow.
We have somehow gotten through this whole show. I think that some people are still awake, though.
Yeah.
I can't be.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know how many people snoozed. But I went through a whole cup of coffee. I usually don't get through a whole cup in a show. So I do have one question, Joel, since we have a minute or two here.
Yeah, go ahead. Good morning, Linda.
I see my friend Steve, our friend Steve Mason.
Uh-huh.
And Barbara, I just see him, and there's Cindy from Texas on my phone, but I don't see him on the up here on my computer. Why is that, Joel?
Well, I think number one on our program here on the right side. I think it's on the right side for you, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are the folks who are making comments. Okay, and I think Cindy had made a comment way back here.
Okay.
And if they're just viewing, or if they're only viewing, then you would see them on the phone as just kind of like just viewing, but not necessarily commenting.
Right. That's what a couple. Yes. And Barbara so far. Yeah. Yes. Is watching. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is perfect.
Okay. So when you comment, it comes through the program.
Yeah.
And I guess if you just it's on Facebook.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you
all right.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. All
so
right.
our audience is not that you have to say anything, but I guess our audience is bigger than I think it is, just because people aren't saying you guys are horrible. Exactly.
They're kind of like talking under their breath.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's okay. At least they're talking about the show. Hey, Han, get in here. This is horrible. How much is our streaming cost? Hey, look at this. Let's look at it. I can't turn it off. All right. Well, we're about done. Let's get out of here, Joe. I got work to do.
Yeah, everybody's got a life to live today. So let's get let's get off the air here. All right, Keith. We plan to do our Christmas special next Saturday.
Yes. Yep.
That is the 19th, and that's
stay tuned for that. Yeah. Because yep. Mm-hmm.
So guaranteed, we'll have our top 10 Christmas gift ideas straight from Smack and Jack.
Yes.
That you could probably purchase that day.
And right, yes, probably purchase that day. And we'll talk a little bit about what is everybody's doing this year. This year's going to be tough. There's a couple of things I've done with my dear friends. At least 36. It might be 35 years by now. I'm not sure that's even going to happen Christmas Eve. Another thing I've been doing for about 10 years Christmas Eve is going out to dinner with one of my other dear friends. That's definitely not going to be happening. Restaurants are all closed down, so it's going to be a real weird Christmas. But luckily, we have these Zoom formats or StreamYard and all that. We can stay close to our friends and our loved ones. So we'll talk some more about that next week. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. It was great morning. Joel's laughing as he.
No, thanks, Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Joe's one of my dearest and oldest friends on the planet, and Joe's always had a good filter. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, Joe.
Very good. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, you guys, you deserve a thought of your own.
So be in touch to learn, laugh, and live, folks. We will see you next week. Thanks for joining us on Smack and Jack Live.
See you next week, folks.
All right, bye-bye.
Jack up your knees, smack check it out, smack jack up your income, smack jack it up, smack down in the face. Jack up your income, smack down in the face.